Welcome, people. Here we are back at Adriane's in the office area. It's Friday. Yay! The weekend crowd. We hear them. Yay! Well, I am so excited to show you some Temu and a couple of items that I picked up at the Goodwill when my daughter-in-law and I went shopping on the weekend. Yes, she came by and we went to Goodwill. Why don't I just start with that? Okay. I always look in the houseware section on these particular shelves at the one Goodwill, and I often find something. And I did this time. Yay, look at this. It's a darling kitchen towel. It's just a small towel, but it is a beautiful, beautiful piece of linen. Okay? And it says New Orleans or New Orleans. Hey, everybody, come on down. And you have your Day of the Dead and everything for celebrating. Yay! But what a beautiful linen towel. I only paid $1.99, brand new, and it says the Parish line. Okay, so yay, this is just so pretty. The colors, everything about it, and my daughter-in-law had been, if you don't buy that, I'm gonna buy it for you. And somewhat, my little family knows that was always my favorite art, Day of the Dead skulls. And collected and did a whole lot of Day of Dead things for a very, very long time. And I really don't buy any of that anymore. So speaking of that, my daughter-in-law surprised me with this beautiful, and Cheryl at Cheryl for Peace, this is an applique, okay? This is a silk screen, and in fact, gosh, this one isn't a silk screen. It's just woven into the t-shirt. No wonder I love it so much. Gosh, Adriane. Okay. This one is just like woven material. This is not a typical t-shirt silk screen. What my daughter-in-law picked me up is, and she and I have running laughter over the idea of how much, she doesn't like pink at all. So we'll be something to be, I know, you don't like it, it's pink, this, that, and the other. Well, first I'm going to show you on here on how beautifully this is a patch, an applique. Enunciation, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is not a silk screen on a t-shirt. It is an embroidered, see, it's nice and thick because it's an applique that I imagine might be heat sensitive here so that you could iron it on to something. Oh, sorry, back of this is showing dirt from that. Adriane, oh, I just don't use it. But if it gives you a better, look at the gorgeous colors in this. And I do love the eyes done as roses. Roses and peonies are my favorite flower. I didn't know about peonies until my second mother-in-law, who became, which my second mother-in-law? Yeah, second mother-in-law. Remember, I was married 3 times. Okay, second mother-in-law. What else? Confusing myself, people. How annoying, huh? But what am I talking about? I just love this patch. So yes, my family will still find me Day of the Dead imagery. So fantastic. That is why you can see she was like, if you don't buy that towel for yourself, I'm buying it for you. All right. This one is so, so pretty. It's just really, really pretty. And Cheryl, I get confused. Now this is an applique. And once I iron how, I'm not sure how it will launder if I put it on like a sweatshirt. Oh, these things need to be found out. And my daughter-in-law paid $7 for this beautiful patch. Something, you know, I would never spend that in my life. No. All right, we got such a good look at the Day of the Dead, right? Fantastic. Let's talk about, how about a few Temu pieces, huh? I got a little bit from Temu, a little bit from Goodwill. We'll have fun with all of it. Now, with Temu, they've been showing wonderful collections of eyeshadow, every kind of eye brush that you would need. These were under $2.50, under $2.50 for all of these. Now, I haven't been wearing makeup the last couple of months, and my eczema here is much happier without makeup. And my eyes, because of my dry eye situation, really don't like makeup, because they're like, you put it on, you've irritated us while you're doing that, then you're wearing it, and you're gonna get some fallout into your eye that you don't even recognize from makeup, but it's powdery, it's this and that, this and that. And that's a little annoying for someone like myself that has extremely dry eye. And I'm working on improving it. But first thing, how about some fresh brushes? And pretty much in there, I've been, since May, talking about how much I'm divesting of personal belongings. And one thing, it's just, we, don't talk about we in general, talk about I, Adriane. I hold on to everything like, you know, without it, my life might end. And we all know this isn't true. It's just stuff. So going through since May, I keep diversifying, finding more and more to give away to Goodwill. And in fact, yesterday did another flipping through the closet. Come on, you got to part with a couple more things. Come on. Oh, I have such a gridlock on what I own. Well, going on 75 next year, I really, really know that with my next move, half of this can't go. Just can't. Just can't. So it's still a lot of things that I will be divesting. I tell you, I would love to send so many of you items that I think people might enjoy, and like, I just can't afford the postage. Who can? Postage went up recently, and I don't think that there's a package that can be sent for under 10, and the average is 20 easily. Oh, people, isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? I remember before when we'd complain about postage stamps going up, and the fight back from the post office type of situation was just like so much cheaper than a phone call. Absolutely cheaper than going there. And that part is still always true. But I'm glad that other people also add into that thought is not just the cost, is the environment. And everything that we mail is gone on a plane or in a vehicle, so it's all emissions, and there's a lot of pollution going on. Well, wasn't that fun for you to hear? Let's talk about pollution and makeup brushes, because they get polluted. You gotta clean them. And you also, Adriane, I've had brushes that I had for 5, 6 years. You know, remember, I don't wear makeup that often, and it's only in the last couple of years because of Temu I bought a lot of makeup and really been trying to be able, following Kimmy. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Sissy. Hi, my bestie. Kimmy at Positively Kimmy is my go-to to learn techniques for applying eye makeup. Her makeup tutorials are incredible. She's a definite bestie. I love her so much. Thank you, Kimmy, for all you've taught me. You bet. So how fun to get a whole collection for under $2.50. They're soft, they're nice. I'm going to be happy to have fresh, clean, new brushes and maybe be able to do a little bit more again in wearing some eye makeup. I mean, this is just fresh-faced. This is it. I've just been coming with no kind of foundation and no eye makeup and such like that. But there's one thing that's always certain. Let's do our lips, baby. Let's do our lips. Yeah. All right. Got to see, okay, that and that. Well, come on, move along, Adriane, move along. Well, the next thing from Goodwill is, it's from Shein. Yes, it's from Shein. And it was $5-ish. Was it $5-ish? Yes, $4.99. It's a size medium. Obviously, it's a typical polyester material and was just fine. So it's a large. You got your fresh Shein tag right in there. Okay. It's not been washed. In that sense, I'm saying it's not been worn. Very possibly somebody got this and went, no way, which is what can happen. So I'm thrilled. So I get this cute, cute, cute flower power dress in fun colors and light and wonderful for these hot, hot weather. Yes, yes, isn't it, darling? So you just have a dropped shoulder. There is no real seam making a shoulder, so it just drops over and gives you a little something. I was just so stoked for $4.99, and I had dresses on the mind. Everybody wants dresses when summer comes, so it doesn't hurt. Fabulous, fabulous. This hits the wash next, and I can wear it this weekend if I wish. Now this third piece was the third piece that I bought, is absolutely exquisite. I'm not sure if you're familiar with a brand called Habitat. Okay, Habitat, if you go to the website, their clothes are in the neighborhood of $30 to $80 easily, and made with good fibers. I associate with them. Anyhow, let's see. This is clothing, reading the tag, clothes to live in, Habitat. Look at the buttons. How marvelous that they too are that black and white and gray. The pattern on the top is like brush strokes, black, different size brush strokes. Now here's the back, and it has wonderful seams. So what we call a princess seam is something that's always going to come, and it's going to curve like a bust and then go down straight. Princess seam. And they've done that seam on the back here. So you see it on this side and this side. It's tapering in the center, just like a torso. So upper shoulders tapers in with the wonderful seams that they've done. I just think that this is pretty amazing. Oh, let's see what the tag says down here. It is a rayon nylon, easy care, cold wash, and probably just to hang to dry. So Habitat are definitely clothing that people who travel like to wear because it's such an easy wash and wear type of situation. And this one has, I was kind of thinking that it was not quite a totally long sleeve. Yeah, I think it's about a 3/4 length sleeve, or just longer. But you can see, nice shaped sleeve, and it's banded in the same fabric with that wonderful. So those details. All right, come on, Adriane, just go ahead. You love it. Slip it on. Slip it on. Just, oh, the bracelets. The bracelets. The fabulous silicone bracelets. My silicone rubber bracelets here, are one of my remaining, like if I had to have like a top 10, definitely the silicone jewelry. Today I have on rings from Temu, black and gold here. That's one ring. Okay, neat. Goes on, really good looking. Black, looks like it's a stone, but it's not. It's really a black film on a solid base, and that's set in gold, so that matches those rings for that hand with this jewelry. Now this hand and jewelry, this ring in gold, here, silver. They're in silver, so I have the two with the black and silver, and this ring from Temu also. Again, it's just one ring that looks like a lot of rings. And how marvelous does that look together? I think that today's rings are really, really, really something else. Yeah. And the bracelets on this hand, these two, wonderful, wonderful. Like little jewels from Temu. But this one, this beaded bracelet, is from Africa, and it was made by a woman, and my sister-in-law from Napa, Chris, I've told you that she climbed Kilimanjaro, and it was on that event that she met these people as part of their safari and everything they were on. And the woman made this beautiful bracelet, and it's done all on wire. It's not on threads. The beads are done on wire. Keeps its shape so beautifully. And look at these, and she did these little bands. I mean, her work, that's so incredible. Then the closure, she just made a hook out of wires. And that way you just, I've always had to be cautious because I don't, okay? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I was like, come on, we can wear this one today for sure. There, I got it well into there, okay? So, pretty nice jewelry, of course. Oh, this necklace, oh, one of my favorite purchases also. I'm telling you, high fashion. High fashion. You know, I loved watching Sex and the City. I don't care if you don't like the storyline. Well, I mean, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. You don't have to watch it. but I like it. And of course, 100% I liked it for fashion. And that did not let me down. If the storyline did, the fashion did not. So I have that to be grateful for, because I love Sarah Jessica Parker's fashion style. And so let's see how we're doing here. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. So it's longer in the back. Oh. Curved on the sides. Oh, this is so gorgeous, people. I'm spending way too much time showing off what a gorgeous, gorgeous design, sewing, everything gets me so happy. Yes, clothing is art. Yes, it is. And the clothing is how we express ourselves. Every day we can go out to the world and express ourselves in the outfits that we choose. Oh, so stoked. Well, this was originally $12.99, but it was half price day on red tags, so I got this one for half of $13, right? So $6.50, $6.50 for a good $60 to $80 top in perfect condition. Absolutely amazing. So you can see why I was so excited to go to Goodwill and find those incredible deals. And that's one of the things, as you know, I go back to my Goodwill shopping over Temu. Sorry, Temu, but enough with the polyester, Adriane. Oh, my one little ring light over here then. Oh, I see. It got caught up in the chair, moving the chair legs around. Okay. Let's see if we can just balance it up to here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, maybe that'll work out. Gotta keep us lit up. All right. Woo! Okay. That was the Goodwill. Goodwill. All right. Then, from Temu. Yay! Temu time. Temu orange. Temu. It's a Temu kind of day. Why not? Why not? Temu makes us smile and always did. Temu has the best prices no matter what. I just can't spend like I used to. Most of us can't in today's economy. And when Temu went up and we went low buy, things are a little different now, aren't they? But all right, so we saw the from Temu, got the beauty brushes. How about a pair of pants? What I want to show you, here they are. Third pair. I know you're all like, Adriane. Third pair in the series. When you have a pair of pants that fits flatteringly, is very comfortable and easy to care for, and at a very good price. These were around $10. They were around $10 at the max. And they're calling them royal blue. I did get them in a size large. So let's look at what they're calling a royal blue. Okay. You'll be recognizing, if you follow my channel, I have them in brown and I have them in black. And the recognize, definitely, I love the long tapered leg. It has a really cute flare. Yeah, need our flares going forward. I've been amassing extra pants to have flare styles. So you have the double stitching, okay, all the way. So the stitching follows all of the pieces. So this could be called the yoke, the top of the pant. The legs So you've got double stitched down the outside of the leg, double stitched at the hem. Just such a cute outline. Now the front pockets are faux pockets, but the back pockets are real, so you're always able to have a place to throw your cell phone. You bet. And this yoke is the most comfortable, wonderful design. So you see, this yoke, it's not just straight up and down. It's actually cut on a curve, okay? And there's a good inch plus of elastic at the top. So this is heavy, heavy, heavy stretch material. Your yoke is double. When you can't see a seam, you know that it's a double piece of fabric in there like this. Wonderful. I am so excited. The royal blue. Yes. Absolutely wonderful. So I paid more. Each time I've paid more, but that's all right. Still highly reasonable. I really adore this pair of leggings, but not this weekend in the 90s. No, too much weather, people. Now, this is a gift for my daughter-in-law. Crunchy, crunchy. Kept it open also I wouldn't have to make too much noise. Now, you know I always talk about Chester. Chester's my grand dog, and he's a Boston Terrier, and he's just the most precious baby in the whole world. Oh, my Chester, I love you. Well, how about a dish towel with Chester on it? Yes. Cool it, cowboy. Look at him. He's dressed up for Texas. He's got out in the desert, out there with the, ow, watch out, Spiky. Watch out, Chester. But what's this? The spaceship. The spaceship. Is it going to come and get you, Chester? I hope not. Leave Chester for us. Leave Chester for us. Well, I knew the imaging on here would crack my daughter-in-law up. So Chester, my wonderful grand dog, she was raised in Texas and believes in flying saucers. Perfect! But I love, look how proud this boy looks. Do you know that, it was only like in the later 1980s that they got recognized as the breed that they are today. Love you, can't help. You've gotta love Boston Terriers, bred and acknowledged as America's dog. Yes, that's America's dog. But I think she's gonna adore it. It's printed on both sides. I think she's gonna just give her a big crack up. But I howled. So when I got them on sale for $3 let's pretend, $3.36. And they're probably $5-ish now. But, so for my daughter-in-law, almost matching. I just got a really good chuckle when I saw these advertised, so love that. Love it, and love it. Also, on this order, I got 2 different rings. And I was so lucky because I got them in the neighborhood of $1.25. And they're now over $2. One's black stone and one is a red stone. So the red is definitely longer and more oval. This is still oval, but it's a chubbier, thicker across its girth. So we got thin thighs and we got curvaceous thighs. That's what those girls look like. Nice red stone. The silver setting of the ring adds dimension on here with the black. You get extra goody on the side looking. And off go these. Off goes this one. I love when I put it on and it's easy. All right, so I'm gonna put the red one. Both of these are size 9. Okay. And that way, when you're looking at them, when you're looking at them, okay. So I love the idea that they fit so comfortably side by side. So this is a good 9 in the black, and the red is just a little smaller, or it would not be staying on the middle finger as well. But I think that these are such a joy, and I would have gone to reorder them at my like $1.25 price, but they're, like I said, they're over $2 now, because you know how I like to wear things symmetrically, and I could have had you know, one hand with that, other hand the same, mix and match. But always happy. Here we go. These are adorbs. They're adorbs. We enjoy them. Okay, so we had rings today as well. Wow, jewelry. I'll put my rings back on. Okay, because I'm just so happy with this outfit today. Just digging it, just feeling like really special. Okay, how about a little bit hydration? Okay, dokie. Well, I had wanted to share with you lastly then a little story about Jesus Christ Superstar. In the 70s, Jesus Christ Superstar and Hair were my 2 favorite musicals, definite of my generation, and their longevity and relativity to an audience is still wonderful. The music, the music, the sing-along. Are you a sing-along? I'm always singing along to show tunes. Well, on Instagram in the feed, there'd recently been a performance at the, I always want to say it's Waikiki Shell, but they weren't in Hawaii, it's LA, so I think the LA Bowl, I don't know, because it's outdoor with the amphitheater part over here. People, they had everything set up beautifully with the chairs and a long night of entertainment, of singing. They did this production of Jesus Christ Superstar on stage, scaffolding on the stage, thus people could be on various levels and heights during the performances. And that was it for scenery, was them being on the scaffolding. Jesus Christ Superstar is something that remains with me, blew my mind when I saw Jesus Christ Superstar. I saw it in Hawaii. I was young. I was alone at the theater and blown away. I was raised a Catholic as a very young girl. So my mother-in-law, my mom, who I call my mom, she would laugh and say, Catholics, once they got you for life. And it is very, very true. The Catholic teachings get you. It gets you. Yeah, Catholic teachings get you. But I was just scandalized watching this movie. I couldn't believe they could make it. Like, it could make a movie like that. Everything about it blew my mind. From the opening scene of the movie where you see the desert, and you see the Volkswagen vans and the hippies and all of this going on. It's just one of my favorite musicals, and blew me away as a movie. And that's why it's had the longevity. Thus, I'm saying recently on my feed, Cynthia Erivo, who was in Wicked with Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, she played Jesus Christ. She sang the part for Jesus Christ. And Adam Lambert, I believe, he played Judas and sang for Judas. Being from Hawaii and way back when, and she gets credit, is Yvonne Elliman. She was the gal that sang I Don't Know How to Love Him, something. Yeah. Okay. So we were stoked because, you know, she's from Hawaii and she made it onto the stage and all of this fame. Our lovely, lovely girl. And she sang the one song that the melody is always so lovely. And she's singing, try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh, don't you know everything's all right, everything's fine, it's cool and the ointment's sweet. Yes, yes, yes. Try not to be worried, try not to turn on to. Isn't that the most wonderful advice? Problems that upset you. Don't you know everything's all right? Everything's fine? That was the 70s song that could answer today's, what if it all works out? What if it all works out? How about everything's all right, everything's fine? So much information about starting your day with music. And that's what's missing in my life is music. I do not have the right speaker situation to listen. I have a little boombox, which mostly I do for radio. I do have all of my CD collection. Can you, yeah, you know, in a big folder, you know, not in their cases. But I don't go individually going to put that on. Also, that's not the best speaker, but at least it is a speaker, right? No. I had my, what was the iPod-y thing that was your music? I had my music, I still own it. And I had a dock to sit it onto. And actually it was a Bose speaker that I got at Thrift. Yes, I did. And it was marvelous. And the best music for like 6 years booming out at me. But I've missed that because that stopped working after a time. And I don't have my music anymore. The radio, you know, if I can get it, my channel, that, you know, I'll listen to Pink Pony Club 7 times over a lot of other songs. So yeah, I could enjoy that. But that's something I still want to work on. How can I, you know, have an easy way to have good music for myself? There's different possibilities. Anywho, what about all of that? I'm sure you have your music set up. I know all of you are so together. And if we were, you know, dropping by distance, we could all get together and take turns singing along because we have the words. All right. I swear to gosh, this has just been such a silly, silly video. We had some Temu, we had Goodwill, we had chit chat. All in all, that's a pretty good time, I think. Okay, people, gonna go ahead and say goodbye and hopefully get this loaded today. Bye-bye.